Hello, my name's Papagan, and welcome to a little tutorial thing. A few people have asked me how I stream my videos and how, recording works and all that fun stuff. So, I'm going to show you how it all works in this video, so let's see how it goes. So, first thing you're going to need is, obviously, a recording software. What I recommend is OBS Studio. You can find it here, then you click download OBS Studio. You can also get just regular OBS, but, I mean, I don't know. I only have experience with OBS Studio. It's also what I'm going to be showing you guys how to use, so keep that in mind. And once you download it, you can go through all the terms and service and all that, and you can click on it right here. Now, it's not going to look like this. It's actually going to be white, but I just set it to a dark theme in my, yeah, I just set to a dark theme myself. So pretty much what you're going to see is you're going to see a black screen here. You're not going to see anything, and you might be really confused. You might say, hey, how do I get things to show up? How do I get this cool thing here that shows a little infinite tunnel? The way that works is you right click and you hover over add. Now I'm going to tell you at least from what I know, and I'm going to tell you at least what is important for streaming and just recording regular videos. So, audio input capture and audio output capture, I'm not actually sure. Again, this is just sticking to what I know. Browser source, so what browser source is I actually have one of them, is it will essentially show a website. Whatever URL you put in, it'll show you that website. So I have a little sub counter here. This is a browser source. So there you go. I always have that off to the side there. Let's see, what else is there? Color source, it literally just creates color. Display capture, it shows whatever is on your display. If you have multiple monitors, and you can choose which display. Game capture is weird. It's buggy. I don't recommend using it. It doesn't work for me. I would recommend using window capture, which we will get to later. Image, you can just show an image. Image slideshow is like slideshow. Slideshow, that's easy enough. Media source, don't know what that is. Okay. Text, this is literally just, you can set up text. For example, my little read description thing here, that's made out of that. Then there's also video capture device. So if you have a webcam, then this is what you're going to be using. So if you want a face cam or something like that, then that's something you can do. And then window capture, that is pretty much if you want to show a game, or if you want to show a specific window, then you can use this. However, it won't always work. Use display capture if that doesn't work, but I would toy with it, because sometimes it won't show the entire thing. It'll only show up in the corner, and then you have to adjust the size. So for example, you gotta make it this big just to get to show up. So yeah, keep that in mind. Let me fix this because it's kind of broken. Okay. So you have, and you can also right click here and click add right here. I don't know what scenes are, honestly. Not really sure. I don't know. That's something for you to mess around with. This is more, I'm showing you the basics. This is what I do to stream, and it's what I've been doing to stream for a very long time. So, next, maybe even before you do any of that, you're going to want to go to settings. Okay, then that's interesting. You're gonna want to go into settings. Now, I'm gonna tell you about what each of these settings do. So you can set your language. You can set the theme. There's dark default. This is what you will see. I set to dark was Rachni. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know. I'm gonna stick to dark. I might mess around with that later, but I don't know. Whatever you prefer. Yes, whenever you can set to, yep. Again, this is an overall view for whatever is important. So, automatically check for updates on startup. That means whenever you open OBS, it'll say, hey, there's an update. You want it? And then you can get it. Open stats dialog on startup. That's what's wrong and what's going well. Pretty much just stats on OBS. This is just confirmation logs when you're starting and stopping the stream. I don't have that set. But if you don't want to, if you don't want OBS to just start streaming if you accidentally press a hotkey, then this is what you want. So if you're afraid of that, then yeah, automatically record while streaming. So this is if you want to like put your video somewhere else except for YouTube. You can also just press like start recording, which I will get a little bit more into that later, but you're not ready, young Padawan. So yeah, I don't know. I don't use it because you can just set to DVR to YouTube. If you're going to be doing something like Twitch, then maybe if you want to archive it. I don't know how Twitch works. So again, I'm telling you what I know. I might say that a bunch of times. Okay, let's see here. Not actually sure what the rest of that stuff is. Okay, stream. Here's a few important things. Stream type, this, you're gonna want to keep that the same. Next, service. So you can set whatever you're streaming on to, like, whatever website you're streaming on, this is what you're going to want to change here. So, like, I have it set to YouTube/YouTube Gaming. But if you're using, like, Twitch or something else, then that's what you're going to want to do. And apparently there are a bunch of services, so if you're gonna be streaming on Chatterbait, not 100% sure what that is, but neither do I want to know. Okay, next, your stream key. So, okay, I'm gonna get a bit more into that later, because right now, yeah, right now, I'm going to go through the settings, I'm going to go through a little bit more with the actual OBS, and then I'm going to tell you how to link YouTube to OBS. So there you go. Output, so if you're lagging, if the video is lagging, then you can change the bitrate. I don't know if it needs to be higher or lower, one of the two. Although, also, I do want to mention, you should probably not be streaming if you don't have a good computer. I have a desktop. Chances are if you have like a low-end laptop, you're not going to be able to do this. I'd save up and get a desktop. That's what I did. So yeah. Then if you're really getting lag, you can also change this to be, you can also change this. So like this is if you have like supercomputer, and this is if you have like Raspberry Pi. Get that? So yeah, I'm using superfast just to be safe, but yeah, you can do whatever you want there. I can't actually change any of this, but just this is for like if you want to convert like a video to audio or something like that, then that's what you can do. Speaking of audio, so sample rate, I'm pretty sure that's like how this is, I don't know, that's not really important. Channels, so mono is like one kind of sound, but stereo is surround sound, so you actually get polarities and all that stuff. So if you play Five Nights at Freddy's, which I do too much of, then this is important, so your viewers can also listen in on like which side something is coming from, so that's cool. Audio devices, this is like, just set this to default, honestly. Like, you can change this around if you really need audio. Your microphone, you're also going to want to set that there. Yeah, if your microphone shows up in stereo mix, or not stereo mix, but like, if it shows up in here, then it'll show up in here. So there you go. If it's not, then that's a tutorial for another day. This is just push to mute stuff, so like, I don't know, if for some reason you don't have like a button on your microphone to mute, or you just, I don't know, if for some reason you needed to mute yourself, then yeah, that's a thing you can do. Video, because I'm currently like recording, I can't actually show you the video, but I can't actually like mess around with this, but this is pretty much just resolutions, and that's essentially all that's important, and like what FPS you're recording in. What that means is pretty much, if you don't know, I would like to assume you would, but if you don't know, FPS is pretty much just how many frames per second your computer shows, and then depending on what this number is, how many of those will be shown in your recording. Next are hotkeys. This is very important. So I'm going to run you through what I know of these. I don't know all of them, but I'm going to show you the important ones, and then I can talk a little bit more about other ones as well. So start and stop streaming, you can set these to... So I'm just going to show you how to set a hotkey. So for starters, you can just press any random button, and then it'll... Yep, right there. You're going to press any random button, but also if you press multiple buttons... including control, function, shift, and alt. I'm pretty sure that you can, or let me try that. Control, oh no, okay, function isn't a thing, but control, alt, and shift, not the Windows key. Do not use the Windows key, that doesn't work. Then you can set whatever hotkey you want to, in each of these little categories here. So starting and stopping streaming, so I would assume you know what that is. Okay, that's like stopping the stream with a delay. Starting and stopping recording, don't know what that is. A transition, so like if you want to make a cut, well, that's, I'm pretty sure. Again, I really only use these 4 hotkeys here. I don't know. Showing text. This isn't just showing and hiding your different, like, outputs and all that stuff. Muting and unmuting the desktop audio, and also muting it, which we went over a little bit back there, and same with your mic. So, there we go. Advanced settings, this is where I'm kind of lost, so keep that in mind. I literally have no idea what any of this means. Chances are you're here just for the basics. I'm not an expert in this. I'm just trying to make it I'm trying to tell you what I know. So there you go. Okay. Then once you're done with all of that, you can click apply. I didn't change any of my settings, so it won't do that for you. So it won't show up here, but that's the thing you can do. Okay, next, I want to talk a little bit about these buttons over here. They're very simple. Start streaming, you can click that button, or you can use a hotkey to start your stream. Recording, you can guess. You start recording. Mine says stop recording because I'm recording a video, but it may change depending on, I don't know, something, probably. Studio mode. Don't really use it. You can mess around with it if you want, but, I don't, so. Alright, went over settings, and then exit. I'm pretty sure just closes OBS. Okay, now, what I want to show you next is, what to actually do with, how to actually link your OBS to your stream. So you're going to want to go up in your top right corner here, and, you're going to want to go in the top right corner, click Creator Studio, then click Live Streaming, then you'll get onto a stream that looks something like this. So I'm going to walk you through what each of these little buttons and bits are. So offline, this is pretty much just what your stream is currently doing, so keep that in mind. This is offline because I'm not actually streaming right now, but if I was, then it would say something along the lines of live. So there you go. Create a highlight. So if you're in the middle of a stream, you can create a highlight. Now, when you create a highlight, you can take a certain snippet of your stream and create a separate DVR'd version of it. You will still get the entire stream DVR'd, but you can also get like a very specific part of it along with it. So there you go. Change the thumbnail. This is just, you can change the thumbnail to any image that you have on your computer. Super chat, that's after monetization, so keep that in mind. Title, description, category. If you have a game, then this is where you put the game. The privacy, stream options. You can, okay, so enable DVR. I would recommend pressing this because this pretty much says once you're done with a stream, it will say, hey, you missed the stream, here, you can watch it. So that's what I do. I'd recommend doing that. Now, here are some latencies. Now, what latencies are is, so normal latency is for more, you want, you want people to like you want higher quality. You want higher video quality. So like especially if like you're lagging or something like that. The downside is you won't actually be like there'll be a delay between like when you say something and between when you say something and when your audience hears it. So keep that in mind. Low latency is sort of like it's sort of a mix. It's not really that great with interaction. It's okay with interaction and it's okay with resolution. So that's what I use. It's sort of a jack of all skills kind of thing. Then ultra low latency. This is if you want to like talk to your audience immediately as you say it so that I can get to them as soon as possible. The only problem with this is chances are you're not going to be able to you're not going to be able to like have high resolutions or any of that. Also, you can't DVR. Keep that in mind. Don't set it to that. Okay, cards. This is like if you want to make a poll or something, you can add a card. Then you can video channel. You can say like, "Hey, go to my Patreon" or something like that. A poll, so if you want to make a vote, and a link to an approved website. So there you go. Okay. Next. There are advanced settings, but again, I might get lost there because reasons. So if you have any questions, then I'll talk about that in a minute. Server URL, not really sure what that does, honestly. Stream name / key, I want to save for last because that's very important. Next is live chat. Now, this is your chat. This is where people who are watching your stream when you're actually live are going to be able to talk to you. So this is an important bit. You can set it to like slow mode and a bunch of stuff, which is what I do. Yeah, and once you get into monetization, you can set it to like super chat, which is up here. Next is pretty much just analytics, like it says there. This is pretty much just says how many people are watching your stream and how many messages you're getting over about an hour, or like over about an hour. Stream health. This is also like this ties in with this up here. It'll pretty much say, oh hey, your stream started offline, but now you're live, but now your stream is going down, but now it's coming back up, and now it's way down, and now you're dead. Like, that's pretty much how that works. So this is for more like debug, so keep that in mind. Okay, next, link. So if you want to set a link to either YouTube or YouTube Gaming, you can click any button to share this to any random social media that you want. I don't really know much about custom URLs. I think it's more just like, oh hey, you can make a custom URL, so like it's not this jargon. You can actually set to be like, oh hey, this is actually this actually says something. Okay, here is another big thing. So stream name / key. This right here is how you are connecting your recording software to YouTube, so you can actually get your stream like out for people to see, and it's not just, I don't know, so that it actually exists. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click reveal right here. I'm not going to, because you don't want people to find this. You don't want people to find this key, because if someone gets their hands on this, they can stream on your channel. So do not show this in a stream or on a video or anything like that, because you are putting your channel at risk. So keep that in mind. But what you're going to want to do, make sure no one's watching you, you're going to want to click reveal, copy this, go into OBS, click settings, go to stream, and you remember this bit here? You're going to want to paste that into here. So so if you don't know how copying and pasting works, I feel bad for you. Highlight over this. Once it is revealed, press Control and C at the same time. Then go into OBS, do this thing, highlight this, press Control and V at the same time, click Apply. I'm going to click OK because I didn't change anything. And then you're good to go. So then you can, once you have all of your different screens set up, then you can press your hotkey, or you can just click this little button right here, and you will stop streaming. Or you will start streaming, actually. So, that is pretty much the basics of how to record using OBS. I really hope that I could help any of you who were wondering how you did this. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. I will try to reply. I'll try to answer any questions you have. And even if I can't answer them, then I will at least try to direct you to a source who knows more than I do. So, other than that, thank you all so much for watching. My name's Papaganan, signing out. Bye-bye! And watch this. I have a hotkey for stopping my recording. It's Control and